Welcome, friends. Today we will delve into the depths of wisdom that many men fail to realize. 9 Stoic Lessons Men Learn Too Late in Life is not just a video, it's not just advice, it's profound insights that many men wish they had learned earlier. Based on our experience and the experience of the Stoics, stay with us till the end. Your future self will thank you. But first, I would like to ask you to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next videos. Lesson number 1, the value of time. Time, as the Stoics teach us, is the most valuable resource we possess, yet it is often the one we most carelessly squander. Seneca, in his profound letters, emphasizes that life is long if you know how to use it. The realization of time's value, unfortunately, dawns on many men too late in life. The Stoic approach to time management is not just about efficiency, but about making conscious choices that align with our core values and virtues. It's about prioritizing what truly matters over what is merely urgent. In the hustle of daily life, we often find ourselves chasing fleeting pleasures or superficial achievements, forgetting that time once passed is irretrievable. This Stoic realization beckons us to reflect on our daily routines. Are we investing our moments in activities that nourish our soul and contribute to our personal growth? Or are we allowing the trivial yet loud demands of the world to dictate our time? Marcus Aurelius, a model of Stoic wisdom, urges us to act as if each day were our last, not in fear, but in focus. By doing so, we trim away the non-essential, the petty worries and groundless fears that consume our precious hours. Stoicism teaches that time is not just about individual pursuits, it's about strengthening our relationships, contributing to our community, and leaving a positive imprint on the world. As we age, the realization that we have more yesterdays than tomorrows grows clearer. This is not a cause for despair, but a powerful motivation to live purposefully and with kindness, making each moment count not just for ourselves, but for others as well. As we journey through life, let us remember that how we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Lesson number 2. Appreciating the present moment. In the realm of Stoicism, appreciating the present moment is a wisdom often learned too late in life. The Stoics, with their deep understanding of human nature, recognize the tendency to either dwell in the past or fret about the future. This neglect of the present is a common pitfall, one that leads to a life less lived. Epictetus taught that we should focus on what is within our control and let go of what isn't. The past is unchangeable, the future uncertain, but the present is where our power lies. By not fully embracing the present, we forfeit our agency, the ability to shape our lives according to our values and virtues. Appreciating the present moment means engaging fully with the here and now. It is in the present that we love, create, and experience the richness of life. When we are lost in thoughts of what was or what could be, we miss the opportunities and joys that are right before us. It's akin to walking through a garden, eyes fixed on the horizon, oblivious to the flowers blooming at our feet. This Stoic lesson also teaches us about impermanence. Marcus Aurelius mused on how quickly things pass away and dissolve, which is a reminder that each moment is fleeting. Recognizing this impermanence fosters a deeper appreciation for the present. It's a call to cherish our experiences and the people in our lives while they are still with us. Appreciating the present is about acceptance. It's about embracing life's experiences as they come, without resistance or judgment. This doesn't mean passivity. Rather, it's an active engagement with the present, responding with equanimity to both joys and challenges. As we journey through life, let's remind ourselves that the present is not just a bridge between past and future, but a path in itself, rich with possibilities and beauty. Dear listeners, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like. Lesson number 3, acceptance of what cannot be changed. This principle, central to Stoic philosophy, is encapsulated in the famous words of Epictetus. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This Stoic wisdom highlights the futility of resisting or lamenting over aspects of life beyond our control. Throughout life, we face situations and outcomes that are not in our hands, whether it's the loss of a loved one, changes in the economy, or even the simple flow of aging. The natural human tendency is to resist such inevitabilities, leading to unnecessary suffering and distress. Acceptance does not imply passive resignation, but an active embrace of reality as it is. It is about recognizing the limits of our power and focusing our energy on what we can influence. This shift in perspective is liberating. It allows us to let go of unproductive worries and direct our efforts towards constructive action and personal growth. This Stoic lesson teaches us to cultivate inner resilience. By accepting the immutable aspects of life, we develop the strength to endure hardships with composure and dignity. This resilience is not a denial of emotions but a mastery over them, ensuring that while we may feel pain or grief, these feelings do not overwhelm our reason or our ability to act wisely. Another aspect of this lesson is the cultivation of gratitude. In accepting what cannot be changed, we also learn to appreciate what we have. We learn to find contentment in the present moment and the simple joys of life, rather than perpetually striving for something else or mourning what is no longer. Stoics teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not, to respond to life's challenges with equanimity, and to find joy and gratitude in the present. This lesson, when embraced early, can transform our approach to life's inevitable vicissitudes. Lesson number 4, learning from failure. In the teachings of Stoicism, the perspective on failure as an opportunity for learning is a lesson many grasp too late in life. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, resilience, and personal growth, offers a unique lens through which to view failure. Seneca believed that every setback or failure is a test of our character and an opportunity for growth. He wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This perspective shifts our attitude towards failure from one of defeat to one of empowerment. It suggests that in every failure there lies a seed of future success. Stoic approach to failure is not about denying the pain or disappointment it brings, but about responding to it constructively. It teaches us to analyze our failures, not to berate ourselves, but to understand what went wrong and how we can improve. This process is vital for learning and development. It builds resilience as it teaches us that we can endure setbacks and emerge stronger. Stoic lesson on failure encourages us to detach our self-worth from our successes and failures. We are not defined by our external achievements, but by our internal virtues, our character, wisdom, and integrity. This detachment leads to a healthier approach to life's challenges, where failure is seen not as a reflection of our worth, but as a natural part of the human experience. This lesson teaches us humility. In acknowledging and learning from our failures, we recognize our fallibility. This humility is not weakness, but a strength, fostering a mindset of continuous learning and growth. The Stoic lesson on learning from failure is a profound one. It transforms our understanding of failure from a source of shame to a catalyst for development. Dear friends, don't forget to leave your opinion in the comments and give a like to this video. Lesson number 5, the importance of adaptability. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently reflects on the impermanence of life and the ever-changing nature of the universe. He suggests that our ability to adapt to these changes, rather than resist them, is a source of strength and tranquility. The Stoics understood that while we cannot control external events, we can control our responses to them. In this realization lies the key to adaptability. Adapting to change requires a level of detachment from fixed expectations and rigid plans. It involves an openness to new possibilities and a willingness to modify one's course in response to the shifting landscape of life. This flexibility is not a sign of weakness, but of a deep understanding of the nature of things. Stoic lesson on adaptability teaches us resilience. Life will inevitably present us with challenges and disruptions. By cultivating a flexible mindset, we develop the resilience to face these challenges without being overwhelmed. We learn to see obstacles not as barriers, but as opportunities to grow, learn, and redefine our path. Adaptability also involves embracing uncertainty. The Stoics advise us to focus on the present, doing our best with what we have, without overly worrying about the future. This approach does not mean we should not plan, but rather that we should hold our plans lightly, ready to adjust as circumstances evolve. Stoics' lesson on the importance of adaptability is a valuable guide for navigating life's unpredictable journey. Recognizing and applying this lesson early can profoundly impact our resilience, happiness, and overall well-being. Lesson number 6: the pursuit of wisdom over wealth. Stoicism, with its focus on inner virtue and personal growth, offers a profound insight into the true nature of wealth and success. This lesson, drawn from the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Seneca and Epictetus, emphasizes the enduring value of wisdom over the fleeting allure of material riches. Seneca, in his moral essays and letters, frequently discusses the transient nature of wealth and the perils of placing too much value on it. He points out that while fortune can bestow riches, it can also take them away. In contrast, wisdom, once gained, remains with us. It's an unassailable treasure that guides us in making sound decisions, living ethically, and finding contentment regardless of our external circumstances. Stoic pursuit of wisdom involves a deep understanding of ourselves and the world around us. It's about cultivating virtues like justice, courage, temperance, and self-control. This inner wealth significantly impacts our happiness and quality of life, far more than any material gain can offer. This lesson teaches us about the true nature of success. In a society that often equates success with financial achievement, Stoicism offers a different perspective. Success in the Stoic sense is about living a life of virtue, contributing positively to the lives of others, and growing in our understanding and character. Stoic lesson also warns against the endless pursuit of wealth, which can lead to a life of restlessness and dissatisfaction. Chasing wealth for its own sake often distracts us from more fulfilling pursuits and can trap us in a cycle of constant desire and disappointment. By understanding and embracing this lesson early on, we can lead a more meaningful, contented, and virtuous life, unaffected by the unpredictable tides of fortune. Lesson number 7: embracing emotional intelligence. One key aspect of Stoic emotional intelligence is the practice of reflection and introspection. This involves regularly examining our emotional responses and understanding their origins. By doing so, we can identify irrational or harmful patterns in our thinking and learn to cultivate more constructive emotional reactions. Emotional intelligence involves the awareness and management of one's emotions, as well as the emotions of others. It's about responding to feelings with reason and virtue. Stoics believe that emotions are natural, but how we react to them is within our control. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently emphasizes the power of the mind over emotional disturbances. Stoicism teaches us to view challenges and hardships as opportunities for emotional growth. Instead of succumbing to frustration or despair in the face of adversity, we learn to approach these situations with calmness and resilience. This mindset not only enhances our personal well-being, but also positively influences our relationships and interactions with others. Another critical element of Stoic emotional intelligence is empathy and compassion. While Stoicism often emphasizes personal virtue and self-control, it also advocates for understanding and kindness towards others. Recognizing and being sensitive to the emotions of others is seen as a mark of wisdom and strength. Stoicism teaches us to navigate our emotional landscape with understanding, control, and virtue. Lesson number 8: seeking inner contentment. Stoicism teaches that true contentment is achieved through living in accordance with virtue and reason. It involves cultivating qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By aligning our actions and choices with these virtues, we find a sense of fulfillment and peace that is not easily disrupted by external events. This Stoic lesson encourages us to practice gratitude and focus on the present moment. By appreciating what we have rather than lamenting what we lack or anxiously striving for more, we cultivate a mindset of contentment. This practice helps us to find joy in the simple, everyday aspects of life, reducing our dependency on external sources of pleasure. Epictetus, in his discourses, underscores the idea that contentment comes not from external possessions or circumstances, but from within. He teaches that our desires and aversions, if not wisely managed, can lead us into a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. The pursuit of wealth, status, or pleasure, while not inherently wrong. Last lesson, self-discipline and moderation. Lesson on the value of self-discipline and moderation is often a realization that strikes many later in their journey through life. This insight, rooted in the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Epictetus and Seneca, encourages a balanced approach to life's pleasures and challenges. Self-discipline is about having command over one's impulses and desires. It's the ability to align one's actions with reason and virtue, rather than being swayed by fleeting emotions or external temptations. Epictetus famously said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This statement underscores the Stoic belief that true freedom and happiness are found in self-mastery, not in external success or possessions. Moderation, a closely related concept, involves finding a healthy balance in all aspects of life. It's the middle path between excess and deficiency. The Stoics warn against the pursuit of pleasure for its own sake, as it can lead to a loss of self-control and ultimately to dissatisfaction. Instead, they advocate for enjoying life's pleasures while maintaining a sense of restraint and mindfulness. The practice of self-discipline and moderation also extends to our emotions. Stoicism teaches us to approach our feelings with a sense of detachment and rationality. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions, but rather understanding and managing them in a way that is conducive to inner peace and rational decision-making. This Stoic lesson is about consistency in our virtuous practices. It's not enough to exercise self-discipline and moderation occasionally. These must be integral aspects of our daily lives. Through consistent practice, we cultivate a character that is resilient, balanced, and aligned with our deepest values. All these lessons we and the Stoics have given you, so that you can learn from the mistakes of others, accept them, apply them, and in time you will thank yourself. Thank you for watching, friends. Don't forget to like and be sure to subscribe. May the Force be with us.